All right. If you can hear me, give me a number one in the comments. Um, if you see my mouth moving and you don't hear anything, give me a two. Well, if you can't hear me, you don't even know what. All right. Got an error loading these comments. If you can hear me, let me know. Got one. Okay. I'm having a little bit of error loading my comments, and I don't have time to do a quick search on how to fix that. So I'm gonna keep going. This is week one of your services. So to kind of recap, For those of you all who are watching on replay and are tuning in for the first time, somebody might have shared this with you, or you might have run across this. My name is Michael Banks, and I have been in the beauty industry as a barber hairstylist for the past 20 years, and specifically the past 6 or 7 years. I made process and my experiences from being behind the chair. I've been an independent contractor my entire career, and I know what it's like to be responsible for everything. I'm what you would call a solopreneur. I've done every part of my business all by myself. I know what it's like. I know what the struggles are like. I know what the headaches are like, and I've figured out how to overcome a lot of those obstacles. So, with that being said, in 2019, what I started to do was build a rock solid clientele, and overcome obstacles. Um, the BarberSHED community is made up of like-minded individuals who has one. If you have a business and you provide service for clients, most of what I have to share will translate over. Right now, I am currently streaming via YouTube and Inst- YouTube, Facebook, and I'm gonna log on to Instagram really quick while I'm doing this. Yeah, so logging onto Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and I'm still one of those who are I'm getting used to being in front of the camera, talking on camera. Um, this is not really the 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 thing that I'm into, but I see how necessary it is to share my experiences and everything that I'm doing. I am I want to start this by kind of recapping what the past four weeks have been like. Maybe about 4 or 5 weeks ago, I jumped online and we started a case study with another gentleman, another barber on over on the East Coast, and what we were specifically going over. What we were specifically going over is how he could make more money while taking less people. If you're in the comment sections and that sounds like something that you're interested in, how to make more money, or if nothing else, what his goal was to make $1,000 consistently every single week out of 5 days, but he wanted to do this with taking less people, and I thought that was a pretty pretty simple task to get to. But as we dug deeper into his situation and the numbers that he needed, what actually needed to happen was he needed to increase his he needed to increase his income by at least another 19,000. And then because of the goals of his business and what he was trying to do within his business, which is moving to a suite, we needed to. So he so when it was all said and done, we raised it up from him needing $1,000 in 48 weeks to we needed to make just a little bit over 80,000. Past 4 weeks, we walked through a solid plan from point A to point B, to Z of like what he needs on Instagram. And you all want to check this out, like how it looks. You can go over to YouTube, and you'll be able to have a better visual of what's going on over here on the YouTube side, or if you're on our Facebook page, Michael Banks. But but if you have any questions, you know, I feel free. I'll keep this up as long as possible. And if you are interested in jumping in a Q&A, Alina, you said it keep going in and out. I'll go to IG to watch. It'll probably be better on YouTube, Alina. That I'll be working through over the next couple of weeks. I don't want it to continue to go out. Alina, I see you over here. Probably be back up soon. I'm not exactly sure. I don't have any moderators helping me out, so I'm kind of doing this all by myself. And but you'll be able to see everything, of course, here on well, let's see something. Nope. Yeah, I don't want to mess with y'all view. Hey, if y'all want to, for for those of y'all who are on Instagram and y'all want to jump on in, I'm on YouTube right now currently. It looked like the Facebook did come back in. I apologize for any inconvenience on just the setup. I'm working through some kinks, but anyway, technology. So over 4 weeks, we did everything from dealing with his client assessment of like what type of client he needs to be trying to attract. We figured out that this particular guy, the Goober Master, he needed 26 super clients. He needed like 26 or 28 super clients. And what I mean by super clients, that means these are clients that you are intentionally searching for to build your entire business around. You have to know the difference between what's going on, Goober Master. You have to know the difference between a client and a customer. If you don't know the difference between a client and a customer, you will spend a lot of your energy, a lot of times in this industry, working on the wrong person, working on the wrong type of people, and it could be just a big headache. And not to say that the client is wrong. It's just it could be that your business and the client's needs just don't match with one another. So um, we worked through client avatar. We worked through value proposition statement. We worked through a lot of different pillars that I feel will help Guru Master be able to um, uh, knock his very confident, and I've seen his work like the bro is dope, an amazing barber. He definitely has the skill set, and his presentation online will allow him to be able to achieve his goals. Moving into is raising the value of your service behind the chair. So for these next couple of weeks, it will be more geared towards um, what we actually do behind the chair. I don't want to repeat myself too much. In Zoom, where this can be like kind of like real time, so it don't drag. Nola, it's BarberSHED. Let me see if I write this in the comments for you. You should be able to find the link to my YouTube also in my bio too, Nola. But BarberSHED on YouTube. Yeah, it's BarberSHED. Appreciate that. Yeah, Goober Master, if you able to jump in on like a Zoom call, it'll kind of be like private. Nobody online to be able to see. I'll just be able to see you, but nobody else will. If you could, that would be like super dope. So then that way we can have like real time conversation. And that I am going to open up. I'm gonna open up Zoom real quick. And I'm gonna. So speaking to, I know a little bit about Goober, Nola. If you still on here, I know you. Philip, if you on here, I definitely know you, bro. Alina, I know you. But if you on here and we don't know each other, can you kind of give me an idea of where you're from? What let me make sure I'm doing this right. How long you been in the industry? Let me try to get the I'll wait for y'all to make a comment. Um, invite, copy link. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. In Facebook, I'm gonna drop this link in Facebook. Join in. You should be able to click that link over there in Facebook. Let me see what's going on over here. Instagram. Instagram. I want you all to get this as well. But let's see. On Instagram, I want y'all to get this over. Just give me 1 second on Instagram, and then try to get y'all a code that y'all can. Wait, Google Maps. I need to get you the code. Hold on 1 second, bro. Let me try to get y'all situated. I probably should. I really should have did this earlier. I don't want to belabor the time too much. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm putting that in. You on YouTube now, Lena? I see you. I see you. That link right there. I'm not. I don't even think that that's clickable on IG, but on YouTube, I want to see. Elena, I'm gonna text this to you personally if you want to jump in this Zoom call, so then that way we can hear a real voice over the air. I'm finna text this to you, and then Google Master. I'm finna hit you in IG. I'm gonna hit you in IG Google Master, and I'm gonna hit you in IG with the link, just in case you're able to jump right on in. That'd be dope. That way we can get real time conversation, and see how we can just make this just a better experience. Let's do this. We got the Scarlet going over there, and then video. Cam live virtual cam. Okay, so again, guys, I'm sorry about the delay, but okay, so we're talking about in, increasing the value of our service. And one of the things, I started my transition in, it started in 2015. It started in 2015, where just getting my mind right. When I first first got the idea that I needed to move from the situation that I was at, I was nervous. I wasn't prepared. I made every excuse why I wasn't time. I made every excuse why I couldn't adjust pricing. And what I was trying to do, if you ever heard me say this before, I was trying to outwork a really bad situation. I was in a bad situation where I was working at a business that I really should have left a long time ago. I should have really not even been at a place where I shouldn't have even been in a place where where I was at. I mean, because um, quite frankly, if you are embarrassed about bringing people to the shop that you're working in, or the salon that you're working in, that's already just a bad place mentally to be in. Let's see, original sound off. Alina, can you hear me okay over here? I just want to be sure that you can hear me. It's kind of loud in there. It's still at the pool. All right, yeah. Um, if you want Google Master though, I can put you. You, you don't have to be worried about whether or not you're gonna be too loud. It's then uh, hey Lena, I'm gonna put you on mute. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna put you on mute, Lena, and then I'm gonna ask you a question in just a moment. So when I finally got the nerve, it was after me and the shop owner actually we got into it. So I got the idea that I was supposed to move the place of business that I was in. This was the second week of January of 20 2015, and I didn't actually move. I didn't actually move into um, out of the business that I was in until 20 2015, but it was December 31st. So nearly the entire year. Spent nearly the entire year just trying to convince myself that it was time to make a change, it was time to move. And and when me and the owner got into um we got into it, and I was not in the wrong. He was definitely out of line. I won't go into the details of what happened was, but it took that situation for me to make up in my mind that I didn't need to take this. I didn't have to stand for what I was going through. I didn't have to deal with how bad the situation was or had gotten. It had gotten to a place of like real disrespect, and I just I was over it. But when I moved out, I moved immediately into a suite, and when I moved into a suite, all right. And for those of y'all that watched the video on last Monday when I jumped on Facebook and I was talking about lighting, that's that's the other light I forgot to. I don't know how I forgot to turn it on. Why that's important to me? I don't know. You guys probably weren't bothered at all by me not having on that light, but if it looks better, let me know. Alina, you can write me a comment in the Zoom session. I can see you. I got you right in front of me. Uh, YouTube, I got you right in front of me. Facebook, it looks like I can see Facebook now. Um, and of course, we got Instagram right here. I can see you all as well. But I am interested in really knowing a little bit more about those who I'm speaking to, so that we can kind of build a case study. Um, and I'm interested in knowing who it is that I could help, or who wants to jump in and kind of be another case study where I could um, help you out. Last week, Goober Master mentioned that he wanted to get more into my approaches of haircuts, and Goober Master, we definitely gonna do that. Um, I just want to kind of get a feel for where we at, and just everybody started the right way. I want everyone who's listening now and those who are listening on the replay. Um, I decided not to wait until I had everything figured out as far as like gear and working equipment, and waiting until I had the best speaking voice possible, and had everything worked out. What I decided to do was just put myself in, just start and document things along the way, and give you all what I had along the way. And um, there's a lot. I mean, I have over 2 decades worth of experience, and nearly 2 decades worth of ups and downs, and I know what the scenarios is like. I know what it's like to be winning, and I definitely know what it's like to be losing. I know what it's like to be in a situation where you are reconsidering whether or not you are in the right career. I definitely know what it's like to be in a situation where um, you need to make a certain amount of money, but the amount seems impossible and unlikely. And I want to help you all to get past that. I want to help you all to be in position where you see possibility, then you see obstacle. If that sounds good, something that you agree with, and and that you want to partner with me in this journey, can you give me a one in the comments, just so I can see it? Give me some hearts, give me some shares, depending on where you're at. Different platforms have different emojis. Or like some, you can write me a message in the DM. If you feel like somebody can benefit from this, if you feel like somebody this would be useful for somebody, please like, subscribe, and share this information. That greatly helps me out. It helps me to improve, and it keeps putting me in an uncomfortable situation for us to grow. Oh, okay. I just see we. All right. I see your comment there now. All right. Thanks. All right. This is, you have not watched the first 4 weeks. That's really the start. Getting to the point, break down your business. First, you have to do a proper assessment of where you're at in your point, where you can recognize just where your strengths and where your weaknesses are, and things that you need to improve on. Then you need to have a clear view of what type of person that you're servicing. Then you need to commit yourself to a unique value proposition. And what that simply is a statement or a declaration of what makes you uniquely different uh, in the market that the client is in. Then, after your unique proposition, you need to have the proper framework. That means making sure that your content supports the business, make sure that you have a proper flow of how you attract clients and systems behind the chair to help you retain clients. And that's where we are today. We're starting at what goes on actually behind the chair. So, Alina, are you ready for me to just ask you a question? Um, can I take you off mute? Hey, what's up? So I got a question for you. So, when you have a client in the chair, what are well first I believe that everybody can hear this. I believe that everybody can hear this. What are how long have you been in watching now and those that are watching in the replay? I can hear you now. Yeah, I just wanted to know more about what do you do and mhm.
Who does your hair? And I'm like, well, I do my hair. And then I started my daughter's locks. And then, like, they've been my walking models. And I really just, me being me, just kind of really got people to kind of come to me.
Nice. Nice, nice. So what would you say your specialty is right now?
The locks. Definitely locks and like twists. Any type of natural two strand twist or twists with extensions.
Okay. When I say this statement, I'm well, I'm sure you've heard this comment before. Before you can raise your prices, you need to raise your value. Have you ever heard someone say that before?
What?
That before you can raise your prices, you need to raise your value.
Well, I'm definitely having a bad connection when,
You having a bad connection?
yeah, when you said it, it just goes into something I can't hear.
Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time. Um, have you ever heard the statement when before you can raise your prices, you have to raise your value?
Um, yeah, and I also understand that as well. Personally, I feel like I have to uh be able to provide some type of value to raise my prices, if that makes sense. If I'm doing something out of my house, I need to make sure things are up to par to be charging what I'm charging.
Yeah, yeah. You do you what it means to raise your value? Like what what comes to mind when that is being said? No. Okay. So when we're talking about raising our value, and I want to make sure everyone can hear me. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, Lynn?
Yeah, I can.
Goober Master, you good over there? And I see you in the chat. Um, if you can hear me, okay, I got you on mute. But if you can hear me, just give or like a hands up or something like that. And those that are on Facebook and YouTube, give me like a one just so I can just see where we at. I just got a notification of something going on with the internet signal, but I'm gonna work through it as fast as I can. And I want to get us set up for the upcoming weeks. When we're talking about value, we're not talking about necessarily showcasing how good you are. That that plays a part. That what's going on, Q? Um, you definitely need to have your skill set together, but who is the one that perceives value? Is it solely you as the stylist, or is it the people that we serve? I'm not saying that you can't have a an opinion of yourself, but when it comes to business, when it comes to people exchanging their money for a service, who is the one that determines the value? Is it you or the customer? You say it's choppy on Zoom. Alina, did I break up on you? I'm gonna keep moving on. So, what in my experience, and this is my opinion, and someone else could have a different perspective. But although we should have confidence in ourselves,
But
although
what
although we
in
should be
my experience,
uh-oh, and then let me mute you real quick. Have confidence in ourselves, and we should strive to have a better view of our services, and have the type of confidence that Kanye had in the documentary. If you all seen that, the people who we service is the one who really deems the value of what we do. Now, the great part about having a unique value proposition and the way we're setting up our business is that we're getting to know the customer so well that we know how to deliver what they want already. But when we're talking about raising the value of our service, it means that you have to go deeper with your customer, the person that's sitting in your chair. Just be that you know who your top clients are. The first step, and you can write this down, we're going to build off of this over the next few weeks, is you have to know more about the needs of your customers. If that makes sense, let me know in the chat. If that makes sense, let me know. See, I might have. Oh shoot! Let me see where we at. So, I believe that the deeper you go with your relationship with your customer base, the better it is that you can service them. I believe that the more you know about what their needs are, I believe that the more you know about events and important situations in their lives, the more opportunity you have to. That being said, because we're going to be focusing on with the barbers and the service behind the chair, you should also be aware of. You should also be aware of the experiences, the previous experiences that your customers have had, good and bad, in the chair. I believe that it's a good idea to know um, some of the things that your clients don't like, and most of the time it's sitting in the shop all day long. Most of the time it is uh, the rude that service providers from behind the chair, like not speaking, not acknowledging their presence when they come into to the business, and I believe that if we build our services around customer experience, that will naturally raise the perceived value that our customers have of us. If that makes sense. If you can give me some, what's that, hearts on Instagram, uh, some likes or heart on Facebook, and a thumbs up on YouTube. If we focus more on the customer experience, and know how to just provide them with, we're not able to raise the bar to go and exceed their expectations, that in itself would naturally raise the value. Now we're talking about Now we're talking about the value behind the chair with doing actual customer service. Alina, I know I lost you over here vocally, but one of the things I want to touch on is when your client is sitting in a chair, are you completely aware of the level of comfort in the chair? Do you know whether or not uh, are you heavy handed and you're causing discomfort during the haircut service? Are you aware that one of the best times to increase the client experience is at the shampoo bowl? Are you aware that at the shampoo bowl is where you can start setting up yourself for a retail sale? And I'm not talking about the type of retail sale where you're making a client feel guilty or feel pressured into making a purchase, but that is the time in which you explain how and why you are using certain products. Services that we provide for our clients, they need maintenance in between services. So is your retail gear to help support the style and the look and the care that we put in when the client is behind the chair? Little value, little things like that start the process of increasing the sales. And I believe that if we start with being more valuable to our customers, increase in sale, the higher ticket just comes naturally. And we're not talking about robbing our clients. We're not talking about just raising the price just because. You need to know your price market, your your prices, and you need to know your numbers to make sure that you're not undercutting yourself. But you also need to understand your business where you create room within your systems of service to increase the sale. This is what I mean by this. And Goober Master, if you're here with me still, let me know because this is like perfect for you, bro. Um, how many that are here on YouTube or on Facebook still? How many of you feel that you might be slow behind the chair? And if you're watching this in replay as well, if you can still participate in the chat, I will respond. I will comment. I will make sure that I reach out. How many of you feel like you're slow behind the chair? Alina, you can even jump in on this too. If you're a stylist, if you're a makeup artist, how many of you feel that you are slow behind the chair? A lot of times, the best way to increase your bottom line of your ticket is, yeah, no problem, man. A lot of times, the I think I know why it was choppy too. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I can't do everything on the same computer, so I'm probably just going to bring another computer in next week to Zoom or whatever off that. Um, but yeah, you're slower than what you would like to be. If if I'm not mistaken, uh, average haircutting time Goober Master is about 45 minutes for the haircut. Like 45 minutes average. You know, some cuts will be faster, some will be slower, but um, is the average 45 minutes for you? And please, anybody else, definitely feel free to jump in on this, especially in the um, especially in the replay, and because I get a lot of messages throughout the week, about 45 to 60 minutes for the haircut part, right? So and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being 45 to 60 minutes. But what if we could take our haircuts and like break them up into different parts, right? What if you can get most of the haircut done in 20 to 30 minutes. If you're doing 45 to 60 minutes average, what if we can get that down to 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes? Not necessarily talking about a perfect haircut, but getting 90% of the work done in less than 30 minutes. And the client already is paying for that 45 minutes. My voice is behind. Okay, let me see. I may be having some latency issues. Let me see if I could do this. I'm gonna, okay. Let me know if oh sounds good. Uh yeah. What if what if what if we were able to what if we were able to just get to the point where on average we was able to get most of the work done in under 30 minutes. That would leave us with an opportunity to to have at least have, you know, 15 to 35 minutes to add in some extra services. Trying to see if I can speed back up the live stream. Um, and I'll work through these with. Okay. So yeah, what if we were able to get most of all of this done within 30 minutes so that we could, you know, make room for other services. Me and Goober Master, we talked about it before too, but what what other services could we add on to those haircuts that would add that extra value that that client feels like they just took a mini vacation? For me, I think that's like express facials. That is scalp box. We're using terms and all this stuff, but I'm saying, can you inc- can you level up the way that you go about your shampoo services? See, an exhilarating experience that your client has ever experienced. When we're doing stuff like that, and you're putting your clients in position where they feel like they just took a mini vacation, you'll start noticing your tips are definitely going to get better, and you'll definitely be in position where when you say I'm buffering, I don't know what's going on today. I don't know why I'm having buffering issues. Um, but I can see that I am getting a few signals. It's something I'm gonna have to of itself will increase the value. What if we carefully thought through the type of retail that we have in the salon that perfectly pairs with the services that we have? What if we? So you say you think you're getting faster? Yeah. Getting faster with our services opens up those those who are here with me, and if you game for this over the next 4 weeks, we're gonna work specifically on tasks that we can do behind the chair. But what I would like for you all to do this week, those of you all who are gonna participate, say it's better now. Yeah, I started turning off stuff around here. I'm not sure what I'm not sure what was going on. Maybe it's the kids upstairs, or I think they probably watching like two different TVs or whatever. Um, Alina, you said it's detox, steaming, deep conditioning. Yeah, clients really love that, especially especially if you can like break down and explain what these different parts of the services do, and how it benefits them. Clients would really appreciate the extra care rather than was looking for to get service, to get his head shaved and his beard and stuff groomed up, so that he could get ready to do a job interview. Now he took my suggestion. He kept his beard. He got the job position. I'm not saying that he got the job position because he kept the beard, but he did come in and thank me for my recommendation and his confidence level, and just I did may actually had nothing to do with him him getting his new job. But what the client felt like was that the last thing that he needed to worry about, because the place where he gets his grooming done, that was already taken care of. Me and Goober Master have that in common. In his value proposition statement, he also strives for that same thing, where a person's look, their outer appearance is worry about, because both of us are striving to give our clients the best looks and the best grooming experience on what's important. I don't want to drag that out too long, but that's like common sense to me. To me, that I this. But what I had to learn was is that it's not common, and that many of our peers are not doing that. Masters, I know you guys are already rock solid on this, but I didn't recognize that as being valuable when I was transitioning. Now that I'm focused on it, that's at the forefront of my mind. What looks good on them, what doesn't look good on them, and my clients, they like to throw around the term that I'm their image consultant, and it's funny, but what goes on is that now the client is bragging. How many of you all have clients that brag on you? If you do and you don't recognize that as your value has increased, you need to re-examine how you see yourself. Because if you got your clients bragging on you because you know of the way that you deliver your service, if you got your clients bragging on you because of how you take care of them, you have now put yourself in a position where you would you would be able to use that information. I promise. By the time we get to like we're gonna take exactly what I'm saying, and we're gonna build something on that. I promise we will. We're gonna build something on that, and I want to show you all how it works, how it how it fits together. I need to refresh something. I'm sorry about this, guys. I don't know what's going on with the signal today. I'm gonna figure this out. But if you all are interested in taking this the next 4 weeks with me and going through increasing the value of your services, this is specifically things behind the chair. So we are going to get into the haircuts. We are going to get into the services, like maybe the express services, maybe the services at the shampoo bowl. We're going to dig into what those services actually look like. If this sounds like something that you're interested in and you want to participate, I want to build another case study around this. I want to take time to build another case study around this, and I'm paying attention to what's going on, who's here. Um, if you want to jump in on this and you want to build this case study where we're kind of working on this together, actionables in your business now, can I get a one in the chat? I'm looking on Facebook, I'm looking on YouTube, Instagram. We're not with me right now. And then again, like I said, those that are watching this on replay, if you want to jump in on this case study and you want to build all this around specifically your business, and you want to participate, can I get a one in the chat? And what I need you to do for this week is this week, like every other subject that I do, is that you need to do an assessment. We did an assessment a couple of weeks ago, just about like our skill sets and where we at. Now we need to do another assessment of where we at, but this is specifically behind the chair. What this, I need you all to record yourself cutting hair. I need you all to pull your phones out, pull your cameras out, and just do a raw recording of you cutting hair. No, we don't have to be no special angles. It don't have to be no specific kind of lighting. You don't have to use no crazy camera and lens. Although you can, and I do recommend that if you have the ability to, please do. Like definitely, please do. Please put yourself in a position where you can just create more up and look like one of the bar. We're not at that point yet. What we're doing is that we're using our haircuts, the videos of our haircuts. We're gonna watch it like film, like how football players and basketball players watch film so they can prepare for this game. That's the way we're doing our haircuts. We're gonna watch it like film. Um, if this is something that you want to participate in, let me get a 1 in the chat. And especially if you are watching this on replay, I can't say that enough. You're watching this on replay and you made it this far, you are a rock star. So because you're a rock star, you might as well just drop that 1, and I'll be in touch with you, Goober Master, my man. So 3 videos of you cutting hair. I'm gonna try to give you an example of one. I'm gonna show you an example of what a raw video looks like. Update system audio. Install later. No. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. Like, okay, so this is just a that if you can do this, if you can have a place where your camera's always mounted and is ready to go, please do so. If you need recommendations on camera gear, if you need you want to talk more about gear and all that stuff, hit me up. I don't mind jumping back on live on Facebook, on YouTube, and talking about gear. Like, I love gear. I like talking about gear. But I always have everything always set up, and I just kind of document. So this video is it's not colored, it's not color graded, it's not processed. This is just straight raw out of the camera. Let me see. I don't miss that comment. You didn't see the haircut. So here is just kind of just raw haircut. This is just, I wasn't gonna go through this hair. I wasn't gonna go through this haircut now. I didn't have any intentions of like going through the actual haircut and stuff now, but I just kind of just wanted to show you like just what it is that we're talking about. What I'm gonna do is I don't want to hold you all long. If you are interested in me kind of doing a voiceover or just kind of walking through this haircut, you can watch with me, I'll jump back on live and I'll walk through what I'm doing in the haircut. I don't mind. I got some time. Um, but this kind of just starts showing you some of the things that I personally do behind the chair. And I want to specifically talk about this client in particular. He is what what makes this client interesting is that he and that is nearly, I want to say when we first met, um, first haircut he paid about like $50 or something like that, and he never really paid that much for like a haircut or anything like that. But I want to talk specifically about like him and his situation, and why I appreciate this guy, and dig into just how I approach this haircut, because I approach this haircut differently than, than anybody else. Or when he has to see somebody else, I made it real hard for someone to duplicate the cut. But I wanted to talk about some of the features, some of the things that I'm doing in the haircut. Um, so if you're interested in seeing that, I'm gonna jump right back in on live. But again, I want to to share with you all who are watching now that if if you want to take these next couple of weeks with me, I need you to record 3 haircuts. Um, you can make them 3 different types of haircuts, 3 different types of clients. You can make it whatever you want, but we want to watch film. The reason why we watching film is because this is what I was doing. I would record myself doing haircuts, and I wasn't necessarily recording the haircuts so that I can make videos to put on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook. What I was doing was I was watching haircuts so I can watch what I was doing, how I was doing, so I can see where I can improve. If you just a regular, like, going through your regular day and you got that camera on and running, you won't believe how many times you get distracted. Now everybody's not in that situation, but that's what I saw with myself. How many times I got distracted, turning around different ways, walking away from walking away from the station. I gotta go to a different spot in the salon. And I misplaced this and misplaced that. I've been, like, that's those are real time killers. And and what okay, I see you got a one over there. Great, Lena. So what um what I want you to do is record yourself doing the services so that we can start breaking down different areas of your haircut to see if there's a way that in your services you can start improving on your time. Goober, I'll give you kind of a heads up on how I approach this, and we can talk about this, especially if you got time and you feel like it. I'll jump back on live and I'll go through this actual haircut that I was showing. Um, but if 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 you if you take the approach that I recommend, which I call it the 10-minute interval system, it's the way that I approach haircuts. I do everything in 10-minute blocks. Everything in 10-minute blocks. What I do is I have my watch on. Sometimes I have a timer. Sometimes I have it over Siri or Alexa, and 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 I do everything in 10-minute segments. I do one section the first 10 minutes, and when that timer goes off, again, I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking to get as much done in 10 minutes as possible. Then the next 10 minutes, I'm doing another section of the haircut. And then on the last 10 minutes, I'm kind of bringing everything together for for me, the way I approach most of the haircuts is the first 10 minutes I'm kind of roughing out the haircut as much as possible. The next 10 minutes, that's when I start doing my framing and my outlining, and then the last 10 minutes is when I start doing like the polishing and detailing and stuff like that. I'm not looking for perfection through any of these sections until I get to the end. In a lot of cases, I can get everything done for basic services within 30 minutes. And in some cases, even if they have a beard, I'm able to do it within 30 minutes, depending on what that client is looking for. Some clients are looking for the woo wop the bam. They're looking for you to put that extra level of detail. They're looking for color. They're looking for enhancements. They're looking for a relaxing experience at the salon, and that's perfectly fine. But what I want to help everyone to do, and hold myself accountable, because I I need just as much accountability as everybody else is. You want to have the ability that if you need to speed up, you can speed up without rushing, and you can speed up without sacrificing quality. We want to maintain a level of quality that's still high, even on our clipper haircuts. So, for this segment, that we're gonna cut it off here. For those of you who are interested in jumping in and seeing this particular haircut right here, um, you know, I'll oh, showing the wrong thing. For those of you all who are interested in wait, how did that happen? I don't know why it's doing that. For those of y'all who are interested in seeing this haircut, I'm gonna jump back on live. But for everybody else, if you're down with this, I seen a couple of ones. Um, Said, can you record the voiceover? Yeah, I can record the voiceover, no problem at all. Oh yeah. Lena, you said you wanted to get into the clipper cutting. I completely forgot. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got you. So um, we're recording 3 haircuts. It could be. I would recommend recording either 3 types of haircuts or 3 different types of clients, just so you can watch yourself and so you can improve, so you can see the areas in which you need to improve your services on. What I believe I do it in this haircut that I'm gonna demonstrate. We can find ways that we can add in extra features to the haircut services to take it from being average to above average. And then we'll get to the point where we go from above average to extraordinary. Um, and we wanna build everything around that, and then we'll get into those of you all who are interested in how I how I recorded the gear, like from lighting to camera gear and all that stuff. Let's chat. But I'm gonna end today here. Again, if this is valuable to you, please like, subscribe, share, and please reach out to me in my DM. I am striving to improve the experience of this every single week. And every single week, this is a new learning experience. So I feel like I need to dig into how to deal with these connection issues. I don't know what was going on, but yeah, I appreciate all of you all who are here. I appreciate all of you all who are participating. What's going on, Dre? Andre, if you can jump on, I don't know if I'm gonna do this on you. I think I'm just gonna do this on YouTube. Andre, if you still listening with me, bro, you want to jump on YouTube, I'm gonna restrict this only for the YouTube community because the next piece of of content is going to be solely for barbers. I'm gonna walk through this haircut. Um, Again, let me see if I can show. I don't know why. Yeah, we so we see here we gonna get into the finish of like cut some of the things that we doing. We get into like the beard. Um, that's what I'm gonna do next. So we gonna we gonna end here. Appreciate you all. Again, 3 videos, 3 different types of haircuts, 3 different types of services. Record yourself. You don't have to set up good lighting. You don't have to have the best camera angle. This is just solely for you so you can watch film. So we can take the service that you're already doing. Again, hear me. We're taking the service that you're already doing around behind the chair, making adjustments and tweaks to the way we approach the service behind the chair, and then build other support around it. Right? We're gonna like in the way I broke down the service menu. Those other services and other features are kind of gonna be like the side items that come with the entree, and we're gonna build up this value menu where we have these packaged services. We have these packaged services that the clients like. They just become addicted to, and that's really where I want to end. We want to make sure we get into the point where we make our services addictive, and that's what I'm here for. So I'm going to end here, and I am jumping right back on in about 5 minutes, but it's only going to be on YouTube. Again, YouTube only. So if you're on Facebook and you see this, it's going to be on YouTube. BarberSHED, BarberSHED Chicago on YouTube, but I'm pretty sure you just type in BarberSHED. Um, and I'll see y'all definitely next Monday. But I think for those of you all who just need to get into the haircut stuff, especially I know we got 2 beginner barbers that I see. If you feel like you need help with fading and clipper cutting, hit me on my DM, and I'll see about adding in another day just for coaching on what we do behind the chair with our haircuts. And again, I'll see you all in a minute.